Hi guys, it's time for another Walktime rant. Haven't done one in a while, and this one comes by popular request actually. Had a few people actually request I do this one, so here goes. It's about, yes, crowdsource funded projects, and more specifically, scams on crowdsource funded projects, unfortunately, because this seems to be happening more and more, either deliberate scams from the get-go or ones that essentially turn into scams when, you know, they don't deliver and they lie about deliverables and prototypes they got and things like that. Now, what started this was the Mew thermal imaging camera project on, no, not Kickstarter, on Indiegogo, which has less requirements than Kickstarter. Kickstarter recently implemented a new rule which basically said, you know, unless you've got a real prototype, you can't, you know, put your project on the site. You've got to show a real tangible prototype. Now, this Mew thermal camera didn't, so they couldn't get on Kickstarter. Don't even know if they tried. They wouldn't have got on there. But anyway, they put it on Indiegogo. They got their $280,000 or something like that, $250,000 funding, and on basically no prototype at all. They promised lots of things, and anyway, they're ultimately not going to deliver this thing. There's no real hardware. They've never proved there's any real hardware, and if it wasn't a deliberate scam to begin with, unfortunately it looks like it's turned into one, because they're just flat out lying about technical details and having prototypes and stuff like that, I think. So anyway, there's a huge discussion thread over on the EEVblog forum, so go check that out if you haven't already. Now, I've noticed this trend of about 9 months ago or something. I had the idea that I would actually start a separate blog, either video blog or text blog or something like that, to, whoop, don't get run over, be careful. Yeah, I thought I'd set up a separate blog to sort of, you know, talk about or sort of review these crowdsource funded projects as they came up, but I ultimately didn't do it because it's a very limited market and stuff like that, and you know, it really would have sucked all my time, and I wasn't going to get any return from it really. So I thought now I would actually let the community do that. It's much better than just me trying to do it. So what I've set up now is a separate section on the EEVblog forum where you can discuss and review crowdsource funded projects, mainly hardware projects, because of course that's where all of our experience lies, mostly in the hardware realm. I know there's a lot of talented software people who watch the blog as well, so by all means feel free to talk about the software projects that involve software as well. But that's the whole idea, is that if we can have a sort of a review / comment section where you talk about these crowdsource funded projects, either on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, the Australian Possible one, and stuff like that, then really, you know, I think it can do good. And because the EEVblog forum has a good search engine ranking, it should, in theory, appear up pretty quickly. So the people who obviously know nothing about the blog and they're backing these projects, when they Google search these things, if they've got concerns, hopefully it'll show up on the EEVblog forum, and it can be an independent place to discuss these either scams or ones that look like deliberate scams from the get-go. There's a few out there. Now, I've got to say that the majority of them are, you know, well-intentioned. They aren't scams, they're well-intentioned, and they don't deliver. I mean, there's a very high percentage, I think it's like, don't quote me, but it's like 60-70% or higher of hardware type projects on Kickstarter don't actually deliver on time as they claimed, and that's not surprising. If you, a lot of you have been involved in the electronics manufacturing hardware side of things, and you'll know that really it's, you know, it can take a lot longer than you expect. So a lot of these people are well intentioned, they just have no experience in manufacturing electronics and how long it realistically takes. So yeah, no surprise a lot of these projects are late. So they're not scams or anything, it's just, you know, enthusiastic people, well intentioned, and it just comes to guts sometimes. I mean, there's some that haven't delivered after 2 years, you know, things like that, which is absolutely crazy. But anyway, so what I really want to do is use the forum as an avenue to expose the ones that look like genuine scams from the get-go, or turn into scams when they realise that they can't actually deliver anything and they're not going to admit it, or snake oil products as well, where people actually, the people who run these projects actually believe in these products. Like, you know, there's one example that just popped up this morning on the forum about an EM radiation shielding laptop case, right? Classic snake oil. Check the link down below for that project. It's a, you know, but I reckon it's essentially not a scam, because they actually believe in this product, I think, and they'll probably deliver the product, because they don't just want to take the Indiegogo money and go. They actually, well, you know, I think they want to deliver a product and sell it, and become a big company and sell millions of these things. So it's not your traditional scam in that they just want to grab the money and run. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention these projects and the forum. If you've got any ideas about, oh, I should set up a separate domain for it or something and point to it, I don't know if that helps a lot, but the whole idea is that, you know, a place where you can point backers of these projects to, who aren't like us. They don't have a lot of experience in electronics manufacturing, so they put their trust in these, you know, in these projects and hope that they deliver. Whereas people like us, you know, can smell bullshit a mile away and go, there's no way, you know, nah, there's no way they're going to meet that date. You know, it's just crazy. It's just not going to happen. So anyway, I hope it's a good idea. I hope it takes off. A separate section of the forum. I thought about a separate domain and separate forum and everything, but that doesn't generate the same traction, won't show up on the search engine rankings like it will on the EEVblog forum. So yeah, anyway, if you've got ideas for that, let me know. Sorry, I'm coming into some traffic now. It could be a bit noisy. And yeah, folks, here's the Northwest Rail link that may happen, may or may not happen. I don't know, but anyway, we'll see. We're in the Hills District. We've been waiting about 20 years for this thing, but yeah, it's almost like a snake oil product. It has, or vaporware, really. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah, please leave comments down below, and please, if you see any projects that look a bit dodgy, then please actually list them on the website, and then we can get all of us who are experts to talk about it, discuss it, debate it, and hopefully help out these people not get scammed. So anyway, I probably look a bit silly walking along the main road here with holding my monopod. Yes, if people want to know how I shoot this video, no, there's not someone in front of me holding the camera. It's a monopod. It's just a long stick. Camera on the end of a long stick. Anyway, that is a Walktime rant. Hopefully I'll do another one before the year's out. You never know. Catch you next time.